Hello, everyone. Latiste here. Hope you all are having a great day, great time, great life. I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm hearing move through the fear. Thank you, Spirit. Work through the fear, move through the fear. Oh. Mm. I feel like thank you, Spirit, you did something that that needed to be done, that needed to be said, that needed to be brought up, that needed to be fixed, create whatever it is. But you did something in a sense where some people don't like that other people are looking at you because of your truth that you tell, because of the information that you give, because of your light, because of your energy, because of your presence. And it's not like you're taking away from anybody intentionally or even at all, because everybody got their own light and we all gonna shine, okay? um, it's this energy of you just you felt uncomfortable in your spirit when you didn't act on it. It kept nagging at you, it kept calling on you, it kept pulling on you to say something, to do something, to bring something up, to have that uncomfortable conversation. To why do your car like they want to fall on the floor? What's going on? Same ones want to fall on the floor again. Okay, alrighty, that's crazy. This card came out beforehand, and well, not beforehand, but it caught my eye when I was shuffling just now. But you did something that it's almost like whistleblower type energy, but it also feels like it's also like I'm speaking up for the team. Like this is what the team wanted. Like the team came together and we said it. This is so you're not alone. You have this backing, you have this support, you have people behind you that also feel the same way or that got awakened by you or recognized or like it became clear, whatever. And it's the people on the receiving end. Essentially, it's almost like if I don't tell you that I'm drowning because you're riding on my back to get to where you want to go, you'll be just fine. But as soon as I say something, and you got to start doing things on your own, it's like that energy. Like I am not gonna give you the shirt off my back when we're both standing in the rain cold. like, we're both here, and or is this almost like I'm benefiting off of you not speaking up, you not acting, you not moving, you not doing. I love when a cloud comes over. You not doing what you're supposed to do for yourself, for a community, for justice, for truth, for equality, for anything. It's like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's like the boycott and the Target. They thought it was gonna be light, but no, far from light. You know, Ooh, say affirmation, confirmation. I mean, and it's this understanding that you have upset the right people, you have disturbed the right people, you have shaken them up, you have put the spotlight on their shadows, their skeletons in the closet because it was needed, because they were parading it around like nobody would notice. It's almost like the king's emperor's wardrobe or whatever, where he was really naked, you know but they acting like they know that they're naked. They're understanding it, and they're just acting like nobody's gonna call it out. Nobody's gonna say anything. But you You're not that. You're not that at all. My nose is getting a little itchy, so your intuition, you following your gut, being right on the nose. You were right. And even if they don't tell you you're right or this and that, it's like you are going to get information. Like you were right. You were absolutely right. Them dreams that you were having, you were right. When that song pop up anytime you walk around, like why am I, or that smell, or it's like okay, that nagging feeling, that feeling sick, like certain just something. You were right. Like when you would look at this and look at that and then recognize you were right. You were right. So it's like, I'm not sure you were right. Okay. We got I'm sorry coming in. This is the first card. I need to apologize for what I did. And with that energy, it is letting me know that it's like I'm here and I'm sorry I took so long, sorry I waited so long. Um but you're not sorry. It's like I'm sorry for how I said it or how it came out, but I'm not sorry for what I said. It's almost like that energy. Like it needs to be said, like it needs to be done so we can correct it. We can look at it, address it, and get it, resolved. So I'm sorry. I apologize for what I did, but it had to be done. It had to be done. It had to be brought up. It had to be shifted because it didn't work. And like I said, when you got the right people upset, we got envy and negativity in the reverse. You got the right people upset. You have, again, the people that you disrupt, the people that were okay with it. Like, no, why are we mentioning that? No, 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 no. Don't. Because then they'll start, it's like, yeah, yeah, we need to start that. We need to start that when the world start pointing out they only making how much at Waffle House and it's 24 hours and the CEO just went on another. No. It's things like that where it's like getting the right people upset. It's like if you're mad at protesters blocking highways and streets and whatnot because you can't get to work, you're making the right people mad. Because hopefully that rage leads them to join in and protest and show that, and the boycotts and that group of resistance as well. So why I'm feeling like you're not alone is because I keep getting this group effort of not being alone. The protests, the boycotting, the petitions, the speaking out, the sharing, the information. Right? You're like, okay, I discovered this, I'm recognizing this. So this negativity and envy, because envy is I will seek to undermine your success as a means of elevating my own standing. Like I said, this has to be disrupted. You got people that are on top that don't care about people under them. It's like, why are people under you in the first place? It's like it's not working. It's not working. Mm-mm. It's not right. And I'm seeing the medical field where we constantly have to vie for ourselves as a woman, as a black woman, as a queer black woman. Like you always have to vie as a black person. You always have to vie for yourself, and it's continuously indoctrinating and clearing out. Like, no, this is not because of this. No, this is not because of this. Speaking up consistently, even in those matters, even in those fields, it's really allowing you to be upsetting the right people. Like if I got you disturbed and I'm just speaking justically, morally sound, and then it's like, what does it say about you? Mm-mm. Right? We have support and unfriendly coming here together. Unfriendly is in the reverse. And so, like I said, it's not just you that's been feeling this way. Like I said, you could have been talking with your coworkers. And it's reminding me of my siblings, and we start talking to my mom, talking about my mom, we're talking about how we're going to approach a situation. But when they seen us all together and we all had our different points and views, like it's a lot harder to deny. It's like we kind of outnumber you. So it's that support of recognizing that because the support says I'm here to support and elevate you. It's crazy because envy was like undermining you, standing on top of any means, negativity, da, da, da. But the support was like we're elevating you, we're pushing you, we're checking in on you, we're here with you, we're standing with you arm in arm. It's like Horton hears a who. If all the ones together screaming, all of them would have been gone. Okay, and so it's this. Don't worry about the unfriendly attitude because I'm hearing that song "No Weapon" by Fred Hammond, but it's the one part. The snares and shift, the shout, no weapon, no, 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 not one, no, not one. I don't know. It's like it's kind of like not a no weapon, no. You should listen. It's a really good song. Not a Christian, but a good song either way. Because it's the words, the comments, the false reparations, the taking of a job of an opportunity, the trying to block, like whatever it was, the snide comments, the trying to deflect in their own the part that they played or have done, not telling full stories, all this energy and possibly more. But your support team, your support system is much stronger than that. Much stronger than that. We have greed and unsolicited advice. Be wary of people just coming up and just like, hey, why don't you? Because they're not doing it with any regard to you, with your means. Especially, like I said, this is put you where you really shook things up. Where not only is the spotlight on their skeletons and shadows, but the spotlight is just on you. When you have to say how you think about things. I say a lot of burping affirmations. I mean, confirmation. I keep saying affirmations. Yeah, just continuously affirm yourself because, like I said, you were right. You understood. You had to do this. It's always like, if I didn't do this, I don't know if anybody would have, or would have been forever, or just bringing things to people's attention and acknowledging that. So there are going to be people coming out of any and everywhere. There are going to be people that aren't even close to the position, the thought process. They don't even want to do the same. Be wary of unsolicited advice. What was that? That Life Mock movie when his cousin or uncle had came around and he kept trying to like use him and his face to sell sneakers and all this stuff. And he was like, I didn't even sign or endorse that. So be careful of unsolicited advice or marketing or this and that. It's just, protect your image and your reputation at this time. It does precede you and it will precede you against anybody trying to, they did this. And then when the true story comes out, it's like, I didn't say that part now. Or I don't want to mention this, or I didn't do this, or I don't want to seem this way. It's just like, I had to do it anyway. I had to get it done anyway. I had to let that be known anyway. Any other cards out of this deck, Spirit? Yeah. You were right to address the situation and confront it. Confronting it is a beautiful thing. It's always a beautiful thing. I like to say it's saying, come to the front. That's what confronting reminds me of. Come to the front, please. Come to the front. Let us all take a look at you. Let us all. Okay. That's funny. Card at the bottom. So I was looking at it and saying that, look at you. Perspective. I'd appreciate your unique perspective on a situation. I value your opinion. Yeah, and that's right under the unfriendliest support. You're recognizing how to take things to new levels, to new heights. So when, let's just say, for example, you find out something about a brand that you were going to work with. Like during that process, you find out something about the brand. Whether they're ableist, sexist, phobic, they're had a whole lot of sexual harassment, whatever it is, and you're like, okay, I don't think I want to do this contract. I don't think I'm going to take this on. Like, me being associated with this is my name now associated with this, and I don't want people to Google this and I pop up, you know. But you recognize I can't allow somebody else into this situation, into this false opportunity, into this type of thing. I'm not the type of person that, well, it didn't happen to me, so I don't know how it can happen to you. No, I don't want it to happen to anybody or not happen to me. So you're like, on my way out, hey, this brand deal that did this how it says that it did this. Shout out Samira, I believe she's always making raps and calling out companies for them being fat phobic and all these things. So do what you do, okay? And she's a Harvard graduate, baby. Harvard graduate, baby. She know, okay? Whether you are in Harvard, but it's like don't play at me. So just take that in. Home landed right on top of the envy and unsolicited advice. And like I said, be wary of that. Because I also mentioned that like my movie, kind of like the cousin or the uncle, whatever he was, to it was like number two or three, one of those like mics later on that they put on at the Boys and Girls Club when you were younger. Anyways, um, and it was just like, no, but if you do this now, if you do, it's like you coming around. It's like the deadbeat dad coming around. Like I don't you're here for your own wants. You're here for your own needs. Here for your own desires. So go to things that make you feel comforted, like home, not just because you grew up with them in your home or you know them for this long or we've been friends since we was in diapers, whatever it is. Yeah. Full moon. Coming here, that's right on top of support, unfriendly, and perspective. So again, it's this clarification. You are the full moon energy. It sounds scary, but you have this illumination of light inside of you that when it comes up, it's that full moons bring resolutions, climaxes, revelations. They illuminate all parts of shadows and self and relationships. Depending on what sign it's in, it's going to illuminate it even more so, depending on what house you have it in. So, you walk around with this full moon energy, which gives people different perspectives, understandings, insight. And it's an accumulation, yes, of your experiences, but listening to people and navigating that and recognizing it. That's why you have so much support and people behind you. And that's why your reputation precedes you, is because mm, growth is because that is how you act and move. You, again, are not somebody that stands around. Your cards are falling on the floor. I shake. You are very grounded and rooted. A lot of people, like, you stand your ground. You understand that what that means. You understand what that means. Oh, Ashe. We got jealousy and stormy coming out. Yeah. Some people just it's like they're trying to curse your name. Trying to curse your name almost. And they're trying to come up with stormy waters, and that jealousy is right on top of the greed. But it's for their own gain and benefit. And when people are operating out of that way and trying to put on this false sense or whatever it is, and no, this is how it actually was and went, yeah, uncertainty right on top of the card, but we got career under that to the bottom for you. They don't really know which way to go. And they were okay with using other people. Like, there's not one ethical billionaire I can think of, not one. Them too. You know? So it's this understanding of how did you really get what you have? How are you really in this position? How are you in that position? And that's only 1%. Like, it's things that, like, you can't wrap your head around it. It's like, why am I paying this much in state taxes, but there's potholes and they just closed down another community center. And it's like things that you're like, this is not working out. No. Why do they keep denying all of our PTO? Like, nobody can take any time off? Nobody can take any time off? Shit, even down to things that may seem like it's not important to other people. Why am I paying $20 to get inside of the club? And then $40 for drinks. When I can get 3 bottles of liquor for that and a chaser and the ice. Make it make sense. Why is produce this expensive? Why are we kicking people out of the country they shouldn't be kicked out of instead of just fixing the country? They're not the problem. They're far from the problem. The country is the problem. So it's things that are just like, no. And so the jealousy, the envy, and wanting to undermine your success, undermine your truth, undermine how you act, act and move is a way of being like, can I silence them? Because they're jealous of the way that you're able to move in truth and still have that support, still have that backing, still have that trust, still have that acknowledgement of your strength and power. And the fact that you also recognize your home and your heart space, and you, anytime you come around, it's this illuminating energy, but it isn't blinding like the sun. It's peering straight into them like the moon, and they don't like that. Because it's just like, no. I was recently watching Phantom, and he had like a cousin that was like calling him out, cussing him out or something. He was like, "You, I work for this. I worked hard for this. I'm still working hard for this. And I'm still not where I want to be, but I put on everybody like I did and this person. But you're not there. You weren't there. You like I don't know you. I don't know you. So it's this understanding me like I don't. You don't just feel like entitled, and sometimes with that entitlement, especially with the jealousy and the greed and the stormy, they'll try to do something to bring that chaos. Like, why are you going online and saying that? And all of a sudden, we this and this and this. But when I was making the videos and wasn't even able to pay for this to get my phone, you didn't help me get my phone fixed. You didn't help me do that. I'm just going off one of these stories. You didn't help me do that. Like, I had to figure something out. So it's like, if you really like, if you want to be about it, like, be about it. Because even people that come down later down in your career can still be supportive for you and of you as strong as it feels like the day that you were born. Okay? But you are recognizing, like, no, that's some type of jealousy. Like, you could be where I am, or you can be somewhere else, but don't create bullshit in my life because of that. Mm-mm. We got focus coming out and courage. Yeah, keep doing it. Keep speaking the truth. Keep being open. Keep being honest. Keep being straightforward. Keep speaking up. Keep making the function uncomfortable when you see some shit. Calling it out. I love to be a person that makes it awkward. Well, what about that? That's why I don't use my faces that much anymore. I don't care because I'm still call it out. Sometimes when you ain't invited to the function, I say release. It's a good thing. Release. Let it go, because we're not here for stifling of energy, of voice, of truth, of enlightenment, of peace, of hope. Like, no. So keep doing that, because people gonna say shit regardless, whether it's good or bad. Good or bad. Good or bad. Oh, y'all got this though. Y'all got, and if you need a little, moments like a little extra courage and strength, call on your extra courage and strength. Do what you gotta do. Do how it needs to be done. Okay? But you have that support. You're not the only one thinking or feeling this way or going through things, which is always a great thought, because it's like, okay, I'm really not alone. Even if like I feel I'm not alone, like I'm not the only person. There's way too many people for me to be the only person. So yeah. Until next time, love you. See ya. Yeah.